Good morning.
Good morning.
It's early
Yes.
and cold, but this is the time of morning that we get to ourselves.
It's true. We have stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
But we should start a fire because it's about 5 degrees in here.
It's been a cold night.
All right, grab the coffee. Hardly feels like it's ever going to be spring outside right now, huh?
No, we're giving a little teaser.
I know, it was so nice last week. Warm and sunny.
Yeah.
And now it's all snowy and icy again.
Yeah.
We've learned some seriously hard lessons homesteading. And one of them has been that when you overexert yourself, things suffer.
Right.
Right? So we've learned that with the animals. We've learned that with just projects.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to learn that with the gardens.
Maybe it's finally time for us to learn our lesson.
I made a big decision about the meadow garden this week.
Yeah.
Even though it's snowy and freezing outside, you still have to be thinking about these things. I've been thinking about it a ton.
Yeah.
I don't think we should do it this year.
Not all of it.
Not all of it.
Yeah.
I think we need to rein it in considerably. And instead of building an entirely new garden, really focus on making the ones that we've been putting in over the last few years exactly what we want them to be.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, we were sitting down and basically mapping out all the stuff we had to do for spring once this nasty weather leaves for good.
Right.
And we get some consistently nice days. And the list was growing.
The list was growing.
And growing.
And every sunny day, you could feel almost this weight build up on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Because there are certain tasks on the farm that, you have always.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm thinking instead. We'll plant the meadow garden with some of the white birch trees and fruit trees that we wanted. Maybe even some of the shrubs.
Okay.
And then we'll just do the rest in a bee-feed meadow mixture.
Yeah.
And that way we can devote our time to finishing those stone terraces on the wall in the market garden. And we can invest the money we would have spent on perennials for the meadow garden into fleshing out the potager and the greenhouse gardens with more flowers.
Yeah.
So we have that whole big border on the back of the greenhouse that we thought you wouldn't really notice, but you really notice now that it's all in. And I know I have a bunch more roses coming, so I know I'm gonna have to make room for those in the potager. We want to get it right.
That's right.
We really want to look at this space because it's really the center of all of our stuff outside.
Yeah.
How will we walk through it? How do we want to use it? And sometimes that just takes patience to listen to how you use the land.
Sometimes the right choice is also the hardest one to make. But it's interesting, after we decided to do this, we immediately felt a bit of pressure, released, which we didn't even realize we were holding.
A huge weight off the shoulders. So we're getting ready to dry the cow up. We'll start calving again. We've already started lambing. The ducks and chicks will be coming. The seeds will be started. Things will start to grow, which means pruning and mulching and digging. And
yeah, we have pastures to
need to be,
I think we'll definitely, as we spend a year in this area, still thinking about what we want it to look like and how we're going to use it, we're going to have an even better idea about how we want it to look next year.
I think so.
And we're ready to
And when you
cultivate
invest in one of these gardens, it's a lifetime garden.
Yeah.
You spend your life.
Not that it won't change and develop over the years, but
But you want to get the bones right.
It takes time, and so you feel like you got to do it all now.
We do it right now so that we don't lose any time.
Yeah, and I think we've had kind of change our approach because that's really not sustainable.
Right. You definitely pay
us.
the price often when you rush things.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's
And-
better to do a few things
Right.
well, get it right, so that you don't have to address it again in the future.
Right.
Then try to get it all done at one time.
It's true. I was reading Lonnie Don last night, and he just said basically a big garden amplifies problems you'll have with a small garden if you don't get, if you don't get it right.
You don't manage it well.
If you don't manage it
First.
well,
Yeah.
there's definitely still work to be done.
Yeah, that is part of the process, though.
It is.
So it's good to be able to learn from that and
is.
keep going.
Can you believe the kids are still sleeping?
It's awesome.
It's very strange.
Yeah, they're usually not.
They've usually been up for an hour by now.
That's right. What are we having this morning?
This morning we're gonna have a frittata and some cookies that I made yesterday.
Breakfast cookies?
Well,
Cookies for breakfast?
yeah, we're having cookies for breakfast.
Cookie
They're
crisp?
oatmeal einkorn cookies,
Oh.
and they have currants in them, dried currants, and they're delicious.
That sounds delicious.
I think it'll be good.
Nice.
I made the mistake of making kind of blueberry smoothies the other day,
Yeah.
and I was practically shunned from the family because it was too cold. So we'll make something warm today. Maybe I'll even warm the cookies.
The blueberries were frozen.
They were cold. It was cold.
Yeah.
And it wasn't expecting it to be so cold that day.
Yeah.
Oversight on my part. Still, family response was a little dramatic. There's good news on the chicken farm.
What's the good news?
Well, we've caught 2 rats.
Slowly but surely. Decreasing the surplus population.
I have a favor to ask.
Oh, really?
I need kale from the garden.
From outside?
Yeah, you know the place, the big black dark place where it's 5 degrees?
Yeah.
That's where it is.
Won't it be frozen?
Well, yeah, but so what? We'll just warm it up.
Oh, okay. How much do you need?
Like 5 leaves.
Okay, give me half an hour to get all my snow clothes on. I'll go get it.
Just run out. Run out like a crazy person real quickly. It's right there. Come on, my onion's cooking.
You need it right now?
Yeah.
This very moment?
Yes.
Okay.
You can do it. You know what? Just do it.
It's gonna be so cold.
You good at it?
It's cold.
Look how it's faring out in this weather.
It's completely frozen.
That's fine. Mom wants to ignore them. She knows what's up.
Mm-hmm. That's where the good stuff is.
Yes. Everyone needs a little large fried potatoes to heat up in the morning, right?
Can't argue with that. It is cold out here.
It's mornings like this you start to question your life choices.
No, never.
You don't?
No, these are the mornings when I know exactly why I'm doing this.
You either question your life choices or you feel the most alive that you've ever felt.
Exactly. It's like jumping in a, lake of cold water in the winter.
Like the polar bear.
You never feel more alive in your pain.
Yeah.
No, the sound of the milk hitting the bucket, that never gets old.
No.